Hi everybody, welcome to the home Crybaby Performance, where today we are going to talk about head gaskets. The head gasket is the piece of material that separates the block from the head to seal the combustion chamber. The deck and the head, no matter how perfect they're machined, still need a piece of material to seal the combustion chamber. The head gasket can be made from many different materials, from a wafer material to a steel shim. That's what we're going to talk about today, all the different material types and the advantages and disadvantages of different head gaskets. Up first is the Lo206 head gasket, which is made of this wafer material that's around 40 thousandths thick. The dark areas on the gasket are the combustion that is lost through the gasket due to the gasket failing. The dark spots you see on the left is where the oil is making it through the gasket into the combustion chamber, causing this engine to smoke. Both of these conditions result in a loss of performance and power, and also result in an engine smoking. This is a pretty easy fix. You have to take out the 4 head bolts, replace the gasket, retorque the bolts, and you're ready to go. On the rebuilds we see, this is a very common issue for loss of performance. Here is the brand new Lo206 gasket. This is the only gasket you are allowed to use in this engine. You can see that it's the same color throughout the surface, and this will be a really easy fix. Now we move on to the animal gasket. It looks a lot like the Lo206 gasket, but if you notice around the cylinder, it has a ring. This is a fire ring. It's used to seal the cylinder to the head and prevent a blown head gasket. This gasket is also a Briggs gasket used on the Animal and World Formula. Could also be used on a Outlaw 206, but this is considered an MLS gasket or a multi-layer gasket. This gasket has 3 layers of metal. It's a more durable gasket used for the higher compression Briggs Stratton Animal and World Formula engines. There is no way you're blowing this head gasket. This is another style gasket that's used in the Honda motors. It's about 10-11 thousandths thick, and it's a single layer of metal with a bump out around the cylinder. This bump out is necessary to make this gasket seal between the deck and the head. When choosing a gasket, make sure to refer to your rules for what you're allowed, but there's a few other factors that you want to take into consideration. The thicker the head gasket, the more compression you are losing. The thinner the head gasket, the more compression you are gaining. Also, the center hole of the gasket. The smaller the center hole, the more compression you are gaining. The larger the center of the hole, the more compression you are losing. So you want that center hole to be as close to the piston as possible, but you don't want the piston to be hitting the gasket. When servicing the head or the deck, make sure to always replace this gasket with a new gasket. Make sure to look up the torque spec on the bolts as well and torque them right to the spec. Thanks for watching from the home of Crybaby Performance, where we try and they cry.